Let's begin then.
Okay.
Okay, so today we are going to start with Mr. Robot.
Okay. Okay.
So
Here before I have one query.
yeah,
I opened the WordPress and edit the PHP command. After I opened terminal and I entered the port. After I I I didn't know it stuck here. I will get the next.
can you share your
Yeah.
screen?
Yes, sir, my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, I can see
Ah,
it. Okay, so can you tell me what issue you are getting?
it's still loading. I think there is no command uh, to view. It's still in this page only after I enter this port and CV and hyphen LVP. I checked
So
the IP. I also changed the IPs and the
okay,
PHP command.
yeah, but you need. Okay, so did this code run at least once? Because you need this PHP code to run, right?
Yeah,
So you need to access the main page
yeah. I
of.
just came out and again I just log in the page.
Okay, so okay, try going to the main page of the blog once.
Okay.
Refresh this. No, not this. Main page of the blog, the secret page itself. Refresh this page once.
Okay.
Okay, so it's doing nothing.
Yeah.
Can you open your terminal? Can you check once?
Yeah.
Okay, so nothing is happening. And are you able to ping this machine? Are you sure there's no issue with the IP or anything?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, stop it. So 104 is the IP address of which device?
Okay.
No, I'm asking you which device is the IP address of.
The basic pen testing.
It's the IP address of the basic pen testing machine.
Yeah.
And in your, the shell that you have uploaded, there also you have specified this IP address. See, you need to tell it the IP address of your machine so that it can open a reverse connection.
Okay.
Okay, if you give it the IP address of that machine itself, how are you going to get a response on your device? Are you getting what I'm saying?
No, you mean I need to identify that machine about my IP, right?
Yeah, you need to, because if that machine, the other machine does not know your IP, how can it connect?
Okay, that's what we stored our IP in the reversal, right? Reversal command in PHP.
Yeah, go to the editor again and show me what you're doing. Show me what IP you use there, and then I'll tell you.
I got the point.
Okay.
Yeah. That's now I know what I done.
Because see, this entire thing that you are running currently,
Yeah.
this WordPress and this server, this is all on the other machine. Okay, you are able to access it using your machine. So you change the IP address there and you will get a connection.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's a mistake.
So 106 is the one you should use.
I think I got an error message while updating the file in PHP.
Unable to communicate back with site. Okay, so
Try shutting this machine down once and I mean, try restarting it. This basic pen testing machine, try restarting it.
I think it's
Try
loading.
now.
It's still loading. I will try the end of the class. I'll let you know. Any problems.
Okay. Okay. I'll try it once, and I think
Okay.
you should not be having any errors this time around.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to. Okay. Today we are going to start with the other CTF that I told you about.
Okay.
That is Mr. Robot.
Okay. Yeah. So open that.
Okay. So you got the share, right? Okay. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so now have you downloaded that system?
Yeah.
Okay. So open up your virtual box. Um, not virtual box. Sorry, you have VMware, right? So you need to install that VM
Okay.
in your VMware. So okay, so start this up.
The network is in French. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's okay.
Okay. So let's login page.
Yeah, okay. So now of course we don't know the login or the password for the system.
Okay.
So that is what we're going to be able to see currently.
Okay.
So the first thing that we need to do, can you tell me what is the first thing that we'll be doing?
I want to check the IP of the device. We need to get the IP.
Yes, we need to find the IP address. And okay, can you just give me a moment? Hello.
Yeah.
So did you try looking for the IP?
Oh, it's 80.
Okay. So
It's 102, I think. Oh, sorry, 102. 160.
2.
It's another virtual machine.
Okay, you can try. That's if you're sure that it's 102. What was the IP for your Metasploitable?
But we didn't open Metasploit now, right?
That's a good point. That's what you keep in mind right now. That it's not open, so you shouldn't be able to get its details currently. Because it's working
Your voice is breaking.
with- Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear me now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what I was saying is that yeah. So it could be 102. We know that it is not 104 because that's the IP for the basic pen testing machine. So close it for now because we don't really need it. There's no point in putting extra pressure on your system resources.
Yeah. It's showing now only one virtual machine, 102.
Okay, so yeah, that must be it. Okay, so let's begin working on it. And since all these systems are currently only on our these own networks, on our local networks only.
Okay.
So what we can do is we can simply also use Nmap for this.
Okay.
I mean, of course, we're using NetDiscover right now, okay. But this for the same thing, Nmap can also be used.
Okay.
And if you remember in Nmap, you can do a ping sweep. Do you remember that? What a ping sweep is, what a ping scan is? Hello?
Yeah, I'm just checking it once.
Okay. And you can end this scan now, whether it's not going to give you any more results.
Using MF, we need to check the port, right? MF -p use it.
Port for what?
M16109 product.
Hello?
Check now. We need to check the open ports using that command. I know.
See, open ports, yes, we are using Nmap to check open ports, right? But in Nmap, there is also ping sweep, for which is not used to check ports, which is used to only check if,
Okay.
which is only used to do ping. Okay, it only pings devices, or if you give it a target network,
Okay.
then it will try to ping every address on that network and tell you how many devices are active, how many devices are online on that network.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, stop this scan now. See, it's not going to give you anything else.
Okay.
So for Nmap, if you want to do a ping sweep, what are we going to do? Ping sweep on this current network that all your devices are using, all your virtual machines are using. If you want to do a ping sweep on this network, then what are you going to use?
It's used to find which host alive in the network.
Yes. So that is also an option that you can use. Try using that as well. See what results that gives you.
It's showing the MAC address.
No, SP is okay. What is it telling you? One IP. You're just scanning one IP address.
Okay.
A ping sweep is useful for scanning the entire network. Okay, right now you found out the IP address for this. So using NetDiscover already. So you're scanning it. That's not really useful. If you want to find out the IP address it's using, you have to scan the entire network.
Okay.
Or you have to give it a network range. So what network range are you going to give it? I've written it in the chat as well if you want the answer.
Okay, we need the gateway. Right?
You don't really need to specify the gateway, you just need to specify the network.
Okay.
And yes, yes, that is the gateway, but just the gateway's IP will not do. You need to specify the correct notation. If you just give it the gateway IP address, it will just scan that IP.
Okay.
So, okay, so this also showed us that there are 5 hosts up. It has given us the names for these, sorry, not the names, it has shown us the IP addresses of these hosts. Okay, so 102, okay, so let's focus on 102 for now. Let's, do a scan, a port scan, I mean. Okay, so it has shown us that out of all these 65,535 ports, there's only 3 ports that are open.
Yeah.
Okay, and their SSH. Okay, SSH is showing as closed. Okay, the rest are filtered. Okay, okay, okay. So the rest are filtered. That means that the rest or the other ports are blocking your scans,
Okay.
and only these ports are the ones you were able to scan. And even then, you have only 2 open ports. So based on these port numbers and the service, the names of the services, can you tell me what our next step should be?
So let's say for it access is missing or to scan.
No, I mean port 80 and port 443 is open. So what does that mean? What is the server running?
we
And
need to
what is
find
this system running?
web
Web
server.
server, right? So since it's a website, can we access it?
No,
We can't access a website. And why is that?
we access only the WordPress, right? There before.
See, what I'm saying is, if a web server is running, if a website is available on this, if a website is running on that server, if a web server is running actually, so we should be able to access the website. I mean, we have the IP address already, so why
Why
should we
really means because I don't know how to.
not be able to? Hmm?
I didn't know how to access the website. That's what I'm thinking.
How do you normally access websites?
Just enter the HTTP page.
Just enter the name, right,
Yeah, name or IP.
or IP. So why can't we do the same thing here? See, if it's a website and we have the IP address, so why can we not access it?
It's a website means we can access.
So let's access it then. So it's a website then.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know how to do that. That's what I'm thinking.
How did you access the website in the basic pen testing part?
Using that IP.
Using that IP. So can you apply the same thing here?
Okay, if I enter the IP, it's loading something.
Yeah, so see what it's telling me. Okay, so and do you know about that show? Have you like watched it? Hello.
This tag, can you repeat again?
See, I'm saying that this CTF is based on the Mr. Robot TV show.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the theme of this CTF.
Okay.
So, even the page that opens, then the text you see, all that is based on the same theme.
Okay.
Okay, so have you seen the show?
Yeah. I saw 2 sessions.
Yes. You know some stuff about it, then like, what's the show based on, what's the kind of gist of the show.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you access the website,
Okay.
this is what you get. This is the page you get. Now, what's it telling you? It has given you a list of commands and you see a terminal, right?
Yeah.
So let's try out those commands.
We need to try the comments here or just open terminal there?
See, you have a terminal here, so just try out those commands here. So tried out a command and it gave you some sort of video. try playing it.
The video is running now. Okay.
Okay, so that video, that was just again in keeping up with the theme of the CTF. It
Yeah.
didn't, it didn't give us any hints or anything like where to go next or what to do next. So let's try out all the commands. Let's see where it takes us. And in this CTF, in this particular CTF, there's a total of 3 different flags
Okay.
that we need to find out. And of course, we need to get root access. That is always, your goal. don't actually have to enter anything. It's,
Is it necessary to give our email ID?
no. Just go to the previous page. This is not going to be any use to us. Okay, so we tried all the commands,
Okay.
and okay, we haven't really seen any clues on how to get the flags or how to move forward with getting access to this machine, right?
Yeah.
So let's try running a few more scans. And since this is a website, what all can we use for the scans now? What tools can we use for scanning it?
Nicto.
Okay, yeah, we can use Nicto definitely. So let's use that.
Okay. Okay. Just tell me how can I came out from this? I just click the control Z escape.
Just go back to the origin. See, the URL is changing for every command. Okay, so just go back to the original URL.
Okay.
Okay, so this isn't really useful for finding out how to get access. This is just in keeping with the theme of the CTF. So let's go back to an actual terminal and run the scans.
It's finished or still loading?
No, it's still running. There's also another tool you can use for scanning, which is known as Link Scan.
Okay.
So you can try that as well. You can try to run it on a second separate terminal.
What's the command?
Uniscan. UNISCAN.
So looks like Uniscan
Is
is
not
not
installed on your system, right? I think it should have been pre-installed, shouldn't it? Okay, so try installing it. The apt get.
It's only command now. It's apt get, right?
apt hyphen get. apt get install.
Okay. So,
Okay. So now try it, running it.
command, right? It's showing only the help options.
So you just need to specify the URL. Just telling you the correct syntax to use.
We need to enter the URL before or sorry,
No, you just
URL
need to
letter,
specify the
URL
URL
letter.
option.
Can you
Similar to how you specify an option in Nikto, similar to that you have to do here as well. It's showing you the options, right? You just need to.
It's showing the domain server and IP.
Yeah, so read the whole thing. What is it telling you at the end?
The report saved in report class 192.168.
Okay, so that means that it's saving the scam result as an HTML file.
Okay.
Okay, so try going to that file, and that should be in back in the file. Put in the path here. Try that in chat.
Okay, what's the error now?
What are you trying to do? You are trying to go to that folder.
Yeah.
So what is the command for that? There is a command if you want to go to a particular directory, is it not? If you want to change your directory, what command do we use?
CD.
So use it then.
Yeah, the file is showing now.
Yeah, so go to that folder and open that page in your browser. Since it's an HTML page, the result page, so you need to open it in your browser.
Okay. Can you repeat which page? Yes.
What is the name of the file which contains the scan results?
It's the first one, 192.160.192.
Okay. So what kind of file is it?
It contains the scan details.
Yeah, it contains the scan results, right? What is the file extension?
It's HTML.
HTML. So how can you view HTML files
In web page only.
in a web page in a browser? So you need to go to that folder using your file system and open it in your browser. But there's also a way to do it using your command line.
Okay.
You can simply type, you can simply type Firefox followed by the name of the file. So try doing that.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, so this is the scan result. Okay, so it hasn't really,
It's
given
showing the
us,
same details which shown above.
it's not giving us a very detailed result, right? Let's go back to, let's see what our Nick2 has come up with.
Oh.
That's still not finished. Try pressing enter once.
It's just come to down only. It's show anything.
Okay. It shouldn't take this much amount of time. I mean, let me try it. Okay. So what is another version to check for this using a tool that we already know?
Another tool or
Not another tool, one of the tools that we've already used, one of the tools which we use a lot.
we use Nicto, right?
We use Nicto in this case, but do we run vulnerability scans with Nmap as well?
Yeah.
So you can try using that as well. Will a simple scan give you results, or will you need to use some options with it?
We got the same result.
Yeah, so we need to change something, right? We need to use some different kind of scans. So what kind of scan should we use? What should we try to use?
You mean aggressive scan?
You can try that, or you can try vulnerability scan. Although an aggressive scan will not really help us because knowing the service versions isn't really useful in this case. Okay, we want to see if there is any vulnerabilities, or see, in this case it is mostly useful if you try to run either a script scan or a vulnerability scan. So that's up to you. Try to see how much is left.
Yeah.
Okay, it's done already. And this has given us some useful results. So go through this information and tell me what you think is useful.
The second two port is open. TCP, HTTP and HTTPS.
Yeah, but that is, we already know that. We already know the number of open ports. That is not currently useful information for us. What information is it giving you about, the website itself? About some pages on the website itself.
It's also showing the same.
Same what?
Same ports, TCP, IP port details like that. It's all the
Yeah, so the number of ports is not going to change.
Okay. But
Look
it's
at
showing
the
it's
script results.
vulnerable. It's vulnerable.
Look at the script results. Is it not giving you anything useful?
It's showing some details like in the file details about the text, WordPress.
Yeah, so it is showing us the details. And is that not useful for us? We didn't know this before. The website didn't give us anything useful. So can we not use these results? Can we not work on these? Okay, so today what I want you to do is try looking through these results, try seeing what you can find,
Okay.
and then tomorrow we'll discuss that. Okay.
Okay.
And remember that there are 3 flags in this CTF,
Okay.
and see, in the previous one there were no flags. That was not a full-fledged proper CTF. This has 3 flags, and the end goal is root access. So okay, I'm not telling you to solve the entire thing. Just what I'm telling you to do is go through these results, the different web pages that is telling you about, and see what you can find. Okay,
Okay.
so I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah.